What's up, everyone? Welcome to the E3 2019 recap, the final recap for this year. This time we're talking about Nintendo. This is our second time recording, so we're just going to breeze through some stuff really quick to catch up to where we were. I'm Mike. With me today is Cody, of course.
Good morning.
Yep, there you are. So just kind of popping through some of the stuff we already talked about. I thought the conference was pretty good. I thought it dragged a little bit. Cody, you kind of felt like you were fine over it.
Yeah,
No Mario Kart this year.
No Mario Kart,
unfortunately.
whatever.
No Paper Mario. No Paper Mario, no Mario Kart. But yeah, let's just kind of breeze through really quick. We had Dragon Quest XI and the Dragon Quest Heroes announced for Smash. And we had a new Dragon Quest XI trailer. Thought that looked awesome. Kind of interested to see when they drop that. So we know that the Dragon Quest Heroes are coming sometime in summer. We know Dragon Quest XI is coming September 27th. Then we kind of bounced into a Doug Bowser joke that dragged on a little bit too long, but it was fine. It was good. That introduced us to Luigi's Mansion 3, which got a new gameplay trailer. Luigi is back. There's co-op for that game. There's also co-op multiplayer mode. We had the announcement of a new Dark Crystal game, which is whatever, I guess. It's
Sure.
like a tactical strategy game. Then we went into Link's Awakening, which is getting a dungeon creator, and it had a gameplay trailer, and it has a confirmed release date of September 20th. And that is where we left off on our previous recording. But yeah, I think all that stuff we're really excited for. Those games all look super polished, maybe outside of like the Dark Crystal game. It looks fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the main focus stuff for Nintendo this year looks really polished,
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, it seems like they have like a pretty high bar for.
Oh, they had
stuff
to
that
set a
they
standard,
really
yeah.
promote. Yeah, there's definitely a high standard for content on Switch right now. So then after that, we went into a total remake of Trials of Mana, kind of like
Oh, yeah.
the Secret of Mana remake, because it looked like same art style.
Is
like that
Trials
kind of-
number 2?
I guess so, because it never came to the U.S.
Right.
They said that this is the first time it's come to the West, or the first time it's left Japan. Period. But yeah, it looks fine. The Secret of Mana remake didn't really do a whole lot for me.
No, I didn't like the style.
I picked it up just to have a copy, just in case it was hard to find or something like that. But yeah, it was whatever.
I'm getting the collection, though. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So Trials of Mana is coming early 2020, but Collection of Mana, which is a collection of 3 games,
Yeah, 3 games.
is available now. And that was a pretty surprising announcement. And then we rolled into the announcement of The Witcher 3 Complete Edition,
Which was wild.
coming in 2019. I can't believe that game is coming to Switch, but it looks pretty good. It definitely looks like a downgrade graphically, but that's fine.
It looks like Doom.
Yeah,
But-
it looks fine.
yeah.
That game. Listen, if you want to play that game, high res specs, you can definitely play it on PC, and you can play that game in 4K on PC. You can play it on your PS4 Pro, play it on your Xbox One X. I mean, there's definitely ways to play that game and make it look a heck of a lot better. But for Switch owners, the opportunity to get to play through that whole game and that game's download content is pretty awesome.
I really want to know how it's going to run.
I think it'll run. I think it'll be locked 30 frames per second. I think it'll probably be
For sure.
like 900p on display and like 600p handheld. But that's fine. I mean, it definitely looks like a lot of stuff was tweaked in that game. To make it run well. But yeah, no, the frame rate in that trailer looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
It didn't like drop frames by any means. I think the presentation of that game is going to be pretty wild. I can't believe that's even coming to Switch, but that's awesome. Next up, we had Fire Emblem Three Houses. That got a new story trailer. That game, we already know it's coming. It's July 26th, so
Yeah.
it's not very far off. So yeah, you got that one coming. So we'll just move right along. We had a new Resident Evil trailer.
Hell yeah.
And this one confirmed that Resident Evils 5 and 6 are coming in 2019 to the Nintendo Switch. So I guess Resident Evil 5, good game. Resident Evil 6,
See, I'm the opposite. I don't like 5 that much, but I like 6. But I'm going to
Yeah.
play both of them on the Switch regardless. Like,
yeah.
they're good games.
I know there are people who are fond of Resident Evil 5 but have gripes with it, and I know that I think the audience is kind of the same way about 6, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah. 5 and 6 were the worst.
It's cool that they're coming to the Switch, though. I mean, it seems like they want to put all of them to some degree on the Switch. I just wish it would have been Resident Evil 7.
Or 2.
I think 2 would have been cool, but I think 2 is too ambitious for the Switch.
Think
as far as
so?
processing. Yeah, I mean, if they can't get Resident Evil 7 running on the Switch, there's no way
True.
they're going to get Resident Evil 2 running on the
Yeah.
Switch. Unless they do some heavy remake stuff like The Witcher 3, which is possible. I mean, if they can get The Witcher 3 and like Doom and Wolfenstein and Doom Eternal and all that stuff running on the Switch, sure, whatever. That's awesome. So next we had a new trailer for No More Heroes 3. This is the first time that's been announced. This was hinted at on Twitter by the creator of the game
Was it really?
a couple days ago. Not necessarily what it was, but just like a, hey, I'm going to be at E3, stay tuned for a new announcement kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
This is what people wanted. I mean, the Travis Strikes Again No More Heroes game was kind of like a weird
That's the one I was
spin-off.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that game is on PC now. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox, I think. It's going multi-plat, but yeah, No More Heroes 3 is coming to Switch in 2020. And then we had Contra Rogue Core, which is a new Contra game.
It didn't look like Contra, and I'm like,
I
eh?
didn't think it looked like Contra at all either.
No.
Yeah, it was very weird.
No.
Got like the big panda guy.
Yeah, what's up with the characters?
The big
Like,
bug character.
Contra's like the two guys,
Lady-
like the two badasses.
Lady and guy. That game could be awesome. Who knows? But it just kind of looked like they were using the Contra name to sell a 4-player shooter.
Absolutely.
So I mean, we'll see.
If it works, it works. Whatever.
Yeah, it's coming September 24th, and then later today we have Contra Anniversary Collection coming out, which is awesome. So after that, we had a new Daemon X Machina trailer. That game looks like it's sped up a little bit, but it was more of a story trailer this time around. Are you excited for that game?
I'm probably gonna try it. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up.
Hopefully they do another demo because
Yeah.
that first public test was from what I heard it was kind of disappointing.
Oh, there was a test?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
there was
that.
like a test beta. Yeah, that was on
Oh.
the eShop. You could play it for I think like a week or two or something like
Oh.
that. But I heard it was I heard that the pacing. I heard that like flying around the mechs is not as satisfying as you would think.
Really?
It looks like they've kind of sped some stuff up a little bit.
The combat looks pretty fast.
It looked much faster than how it originally looked.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that game is coming September 13th. That's much sooner than I expected. I honestly thought that game was going to be delayed to 2020.
2020, yeah.
Not the game I expected to be delayed to 2020. Announced in the direct today, but yeah, no. We got that game coming in September. After that, we got a trailer for a new Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was on Xbox, so it's interesting to see it coming to the Nintendo Switch. I don't think it was a third-party game made for Xbox. It was not an Xbox Game Studios game.
I want to say it was Sega.
That sounds right. I think it is Sega, but no, yeah, that game's coming to Switch in the winter. So sure.
That'll be a good little winter game.
Yeah.
Like the in between title.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. It just depends. I mean, if it's coming out like January, sure. If it's coming out like early March, then it's too late because then you're getting into Final Fantasy and other
Cyberpunk
territory,
and
Cyberpunk
literally
some other
everything.
stuff, yeah. Yeah. I mean that game is just gonna be a smaller game anyways. I don't see it being some big push
No.
as like, I mean even like as a AA game, you know. So. Next up, we had some new Pokemon Sword and Shield info. Nothing like huge. They revealed a new gym leader. Her name is Nessa, and she's a water type gym leader. And they showed her off really briefly, and just a quick little like new glimpse of gameplay. But they also confirmed there's Pokeball Plus support for Sword and Shield, not as a usable controller though.
Right. Yeah.
which is
Unfortunately.
a bummer.
Yeah.
I get it. I just hope that means that game is expected to be played with the Pro Controller because there's still no Pro Controller support for
On
Let's
Go, yeah.
which is crazy. I was just thinking about that the other day. That game could totally work with the Pro Controller. It has built-in gyro,
Yep.
and it could just emulate the gyro capabilities of like handheld.
I just want a
Just need to
handheld
throw
mode,
it.
like sitting on a couch.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to throw anything. I just want to hit A.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can kind of do that with Let's Go. You just press A when you're in handheld mode.
No, I mean like
For the new
on the docked, like when it's docked.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game pretty much cemented handheld as the way to play it.
Yep.
It's a bummer. I would much rather play that game on the TV. But
I beat it on the TV, but
I did too, yeah. I'm certainly going to play Sword and Shield on the TV because it's exciting that we're getting a new generation of Pokemon on a home console. For
Hybrid thing,
for
yeah.
Really the first time, yeah. So that's pretty.
I just
awesome.
hope it's a pretty long game.
I think it will be. There's some speculation about how many gyms are in that game. I think when that game was first revealed, some people just kind of looked at the map and picked like key spots. It looks like maybe there's like 6 gyms,
Oh, okay.
but with like this open wild section, it's kind of hard to say like how that's going to impact runtime of that game. I mean, I would imagine that they're trying to build that up as like, hey, there's going to be constant like new raid battles you can do, and like quite literally some of those Pokemon you can only get through raid battles, and some of them that are Pokemon you can catch in the wild, they're going to have different abilities, like different attacks and stuff like that. Maybe a better chance of getting like a shiny one or something like that as like a community type of thing. But yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield continue to look awesome. I'm really excited for those games. They're coming in November 15th, which I'm surprised they didn't. I don't think they put that date in the direct.
That was the last direct they announced it.
Yeah, they put that date in the Pokemon direct. I'm surprised they didn't just like pop it on this direct. They have the art for that already set up. Maybe
They did show it, I believe.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The date.
Good. Because that's really weird. After that, we had a new trailer for Astral Chain. That game looks awesome. I can't wait for that.
I always get that and Daemon X Machina mixed up.
Yeah, both very Japanese games.
Kind of the same
also from
style.
Japanese developers. Yeah, sort of, kind of art style wise. Yeah. But yeah, Astral Chain looks awesome. That game looks like what Xenoblade 2 kind of should be in terms of gameplay. Definitely looks more action RPG where you're maybe you're button mashing a little bit, but like you're attacking enemies, your partner is attacking enemies. The music for that game is awesome. Yeah, that trailer just even more like sold me.
Just because it's
on that
platinum, I'll
game.
pick that up.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's kind of open world in that that big
Like that near
city
sense, kind
that-
of.
Yeah. It looks awesome. I'm stoked. Maybe that's their way of being like, sorry, we're not bringing Nier Automata to the Switch.
I didn't expect that
Dude, if they
anyway.
brought that game to the Switch, that'd be insane.
Even the first one, like, why didn't they just port the first one over?
It's possible. I honestly think that Nier Automata could be a game they could put on the Switch at some point, and just kind of dumb down the graphical style. I guess it just depends. There's parts of that game that are pretty intense.
Yeah.
In terms of
The wooded area, especially.
yeah, that game doesn't run very well on PC,
N-
but that's
it-
because the PC port is.
It
Poorly
didn't,
done.
but there's a mod for Steam. It's literally like a DLL file. You just throw it in there and it
leaving
runs
it
fine.
up to the users
Swear to
once
God.
again to fix that game.
Yeah.
Next trailer we had was for Empire of Sin, a new game.
Oh yeah.
I am struggling to remember what that trailer
There was like the mafia looking thing.
Oh,
like the
yes.
top down.
We were like going back and forth trying to figure out what the hell.
Yeah,
that
I thought
game
it was BioShock.
We were like BioShock because of the music and like the fire on the cards and stuff. Yeah, is that like an empire building?
I'm gonna say it's like
Simulator?
a action like Empire Builders.
I
thing.
guess like a combination. Cause yeah, so the gameplay shows like this isometric top-down kind of
Yeah.
like party of mobsters shooting at enemies, but it pulls out to show what looks kind of like a city builder kind of thing. I think it might be like the Mafia 3 system where you assign like a head criminal to like a building or like a district, and then you carry out like the dirty work or whatever via like the isometric gunplay style. I don't know. We'll see. Coming early 2020. So I guess look forward to that. I mean, whatever. New Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 trailer. You don't care about that game?
Not really. I'm on it. I'll try it. Sure.
Is it the gameplay or is it like the art style?
I think for me it's more like the hype of Marvel characters. I could really care less. Like sure, I like the movies. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I don't like them as much as like 90% of other people.
Okay.
Like Spider-Man was awesome, the game,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
about as far as it got.
I get it. I'm really excited for that game, but at the same time, like, that trailer that they showed today, I don't know if it was the stream quality or the actual like gameplay, but it looked pretty choppy.
Yeah, sluggish.
So I sincerely hope that that was just a stream thing. It very well could have just been a stream thing, to be honest, because there were a couple games that kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
That are notoriously like there's already gameplay out there. They look fine. So yeah, so that was shown off again. They announced new expansion content coming from 3 different sources, 2 of which were X-Men and Fantastic Four. So I guess yeah, if you want the expansion content for that, I think that's awesome. They're gonna add new heroes.
Apparently, you can get it today.
The expansion. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you can pre-purchase the game.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's available for pre-purchase now in the eShop.
Maybe.
'Cause it wasn't the last time I checked, but I'm gonna have to check that.
Yeah.
If it's available for pre-purchase, I have a voucher I've been waiting for that game. Yeah. Next up, we had a new Cadence of Hyrule trailer. That game is coming in 2 days. It comes June 13th. Excitement level on that?
That's one I'll play.
Yeah, for sure.
Like an 8 or a 7 excitement.
Yeah, me too. That you need to play Crypt of the Necrodancer.
I want to.
It's on sale right now on Steam for like super.
Is it
cheap.
really?
Yeah, I think like $3 or something like that.
Probably gonna get that then.
You should pick that up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love Crypt of the Necrodancer. I love this new style for the game, and I love that it's, Zelda themed. The story for that game is really crazy.
Is it really?
Yeah, they were making it as an expansion.
For Crypt?
For like well, like for a new game, I think. I think that they were developing a new game, and they were developing expansion content themed around Zelda, and they went to Nintendo, and Nintendo was like, yeah, awesome, we want you to make a full game.
Oh.
And they were like, what?
That's
Yeah.
a good turn of events.
Yeah, no, I mean, that turned out really well for them. That's awesome. I mean, I'm all for Nintendo offering IP support to other developers. That's what got us some weird stuff back in like the GBA days. That's how we got Zelda Minish Cap. That game.
Yeah, that game was
developed
so
by
good.
Capcom. And then some others. I mean, it's really weird, but really cool that they did that for Cadence of Hyrule. So yeah, you can pick that game up on June 13th. It's $25. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I'm definitely gonna pick it up for 25, which sucks because I need to save money. But whatever. Next up, we had a new a new Mario and Sonic Olympic Games trailer. You thought that was weird?
A little bit, but I'll play it. It's a good little. Sure, I'll play this for like an hour.
It looked like more of the same.
They're all the same game.
Yeah, they are all the same game.
But they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
They're mindless fun.
I thought it was funny that they were like only on Nintendo Switch, and I'm like, where else would it be?
The Wii.
Are they gonna take out the Mario characters for the PS4 version? It's gonna be Blank and Sonic.
And so I was just about to say that.
It'll be and Sonic and the Olympic Games. Be just like this blank like spot where Mario would be on the cover.
Just like a
like,
white
Sonic,
cutout.
like looking over at nothing. But yeah, that's coming in November. Not a specific date, but November. So I guess it would have. That game is probably coming out like November 1st because Pokemon comes out November 15th. Death Stranding comes out November 8th. Something got confirmed for November 20th. Doom got confirmed
also,
for November
yeah.
22nd. So yeah, there's a lot in November now.
Late this year, early next year is gonna be fucking nuts.
I'm glad they're filling out the calendar for this year because I really thought this year was just kind of going to be a fluke.
To be dry, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pokemon was the only thing that was really, like, we knew it was gonna be later this year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Next up, greatest disappointment of the century, boys and girls. New Animal Crossing trailer. The gameplay looks amazing.
So good.
It looks phenomenal. I'm gonna watch that trailer like 10 more times.
And she was laying cement, by the way. Now that I think back on it, she was scraping.
Yeah, well, I thought she was like scraping dirt roads, but
No.
I would imagine that you can lay cement for like brick roads and stuff.
I'm excited for this shit.
Well, that was a thing that was in. You could do development projects
In
but-
New Leaf.
In New Leaf,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's cool. In New Leaf, I couldn't do the road stuff. That stuff drove me crazy. Like,
I don't think I ever got that far.
it takes forever.
I don't think I ever worried about it.
Ever to do the projects because they cost so many bells. But the gameplay looks excellent. It looks like you can play with 8 players at the same
Yeah,
time.
that was a weird thing at the end.
That's a lot of random like internet people you can bring into your village, but that's awesome. And also, you can lay furniture and stuff outside.
Yeah.
There's specifically
Yeah.
stuff made for outside. You can lay like.
It's gonna tie into Pocket Camp somehow.
Well, it looks like there's more development for outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it'll fully tie into Pocket Camp, but I do think it takes
Some ideas
inspiration
from that,
Pocket
yeah.
Camp. Yeah. It looks awesome. I'm a little curious to see what they're going to do since it takes place like on an island as opposed to
It's gonna be like a resort kind of deal. That's my
I
guess.
don't know. I mean, I would imagine you're going to be like the head whatever of the island. But I'm curious what they're going to do for like shopping and stuff like that. 'Cause
Oh, good point.
City Folk had like the plazas.
Yeah.
And
New Leaf had
New Leaf
the
even had like the quick little like this is
shops,
the shopping
yeah.
district. I mean, I would imagine that maybe there's probably a shopping district that builds up then, but maybe you just go
After
to, like,
you
a-
get
maybe
so
you go to,
far.
like a separate island for it or something, and there's just like a quick little animation of you like going to that island and coming back or whatever. But yeah, no. But Nintendo bumped back that game to March 20th, 2020. And I died a lot inside.
Yeah, I'm
it.
disappointed about that. Is that worldwide release or
Yeah,
is
yeah, for
okay?
sure. Yeah, I mean, if they announced it on the U.S. direct, then for sure.
'Cause
yeah.
Japan got New Leaf like a year early.
I think like 6 months early, but something like that. Yeah, but no, I definitely think it's worldwide this time around, dude. If they release that game in Japan this year, then
I'm
I'll
importing
just buy
it.
the fucking yeah, you can just buy it through the eShop.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You
Yep.
can just buy a digital copy through
Yeah.
the eShop. I cannot wait for that game.
I'm excited.
I'm so annoyed that we have to wait that long for that game. But whatever, I guess.
Looks fucking good
It
though.
looks awesome. I'm gonna watch that trailer like 10 more times.
I mean, they're gonna show gameplay of it at Treehouse.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like some quick intro stuff. I really want to watch that treehouse, so we're gonna have to speed through this last bit. The last bit of stuff they talked about. Let's start. So they had a hype trailer that showed new stuff coming to the Switch from third-party developers and also Nintendo themselves. So of course they had like Mario Maker in there, but there were a lot of surprise little announcements in there.
It was fast. Like it was a lot.
I got all of them.
Did you really?
I typed them all
Holy
out as
shit.
it was happening. I kept looking up and looking down and looking up and looking down. So it started with Spyro coming to the
Nice.
Switch
I'm excited for that.
September 3rd. That's awesome.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, I have that game on PS4. I'll definitely pick it up for Switch.
I don't
I'd
even
rather-
have it on anything.
I'd rather play it on Switch. I'd rather play it on the go.
Is it-
So yeah, I'll wait.
It's not on PC, is it? I don't think it's on PC.
Not on PC.
Okay.
It's PS4, Xbox One, and now Switch.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll come to PC alongside the Switch
Maybe.
version.
That's what Crash did. So
Yeah, we had that new Hollow Knight game on there as well.
skills.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna pick that up like the first one.
for sure.
Ni no Kuni was in there really quick. That was announced earlier, but it's coming in September. I want to.
I think it was September.
But yeah.
September 20th.
Now the clarification is that the Switch version of Ni no Kuni is basically the PlayStation 3 version of Ni no Kuni, 720p, 30 frames per second on handheld and docked,
Oh,
which sucks.
yeah. That's
They
a
couldn't just bump it up to
1080,
1080,
30. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that game ran at 1080 on PS3 though. I think that's quite literally why. Like they're just changing. They're gonna
Ah, I
change
thought it did run at 1080.
I think they're quite literally just gonna change UI and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 1080p on original PS4 for the remaster, and then 4K on PS4 Pro for the remaster, 4K on PC, 4K on Xbox One X. So, but I'm glad that game is coming to Switch. That game is still awesome. So next we had Minecraft Dungeons coming spring. That was at the Xbox conference. It's here as well. Elder Scrolls Blades was announced at Bethesda. It was also put on this hype reel. We had that game from Devolver Digital, My Friend Pedro. Then we had Doom Eternal, which is confirmed day and date with the other version, so November as well. We had a new game called Sinking City, which had a guy like on a boat and some I don't know, hard to explain that game. The new Wolfenstein game, Youngblood, that one's in July, day and date with other consoles, awesome. Dead by Daylight coming later this year, Alien Isolation coming to
Which
the
was a
Switch later this
surprise.
year. I was shocked. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it, dude. I'm stoked. I'll pick that up too.
I am too.
Crystal Chronicles, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
Still coming.
Yep.
Dragon Quest Builders 2 coming next month.
Hype.
Stranger Things 3, the game, coming, I think, July as well.
I think it launches with the movie or the show.
The
Sorry.
I think so too, but I'm not 100% sure. But I might pick that up. The style of that game looks cool.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Just Dance 2020, that was confirmed at Ubisoft. The board game Catan coming to the Switch. That's awesome.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude, that game is awesome.
Never
You should
played
check
that.
it out. I'll have to invite you over. We usually go to Dustin and Brittany's, and Sam will bring. He has Catan. We'll play Catan at their place. It's a good game for drinking and frustrating your friends.
Hell yeah.
And just really like throwing wrenches.
Well, I drink and I'm annoying, so
Dude,
there we go.
Catan is really cool. There's a piece that's like called the robber, and you have to move them to each spot, and each spot is like a resource card you get. And so if he's on that spot because of being moved, like anytime you roll that number from dice, you don't get that resource. So like you can kind of fuck with people and be like, oh, I'm gonna place him on 8, and 8 is bricks. And now you need bricks to develop these things. You can't do that if you're not getting bricks.
Oh, okay.
And your main resource is bricks, so that fucking sucks.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really cool. We'll definitely play. Oh, and then 2 more. Super Lucky's Tale.
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Switch. Can't believe
That's
that.
awesome.
That's another Xbox game. I wish it was Ori. I wish it was Rare Replay. But
Yeah, agreed.
I'll take Super Lucky's Tale on the Switch. I mean, that's pretty cool. I've heard good things about it.
I played the one in VR.
I've heard it's fun. In VR.
Yeah, it came with Oculus Rift. It was just Lucky's Tale, and that was fun. I had a lot.
Wait, really?
Swear to God, dude.
I don't
It came
remember
with
that.
Oculus when we bought
That
it.
is so
Yep.
weird. Oh, and the last one was Dauntless. That game is kind of a big deal right now. That's the free-to-play Monster Hunter style game that's already on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That's pretty awesome. It's coming to Switch. I mean, much like Fortnite, it's going to be a big deal for people.
It's gonna be
who are, like, into
crossplay.
that. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. That game was crossplay at launch. On
Oh,
everything
was it
else.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big deal. They were the quote unquote like first game to launch with crossplay.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So that was their hype trailer, and then they had a new Super Smash Brothers announcement. Honestly, just as hype as the previous one. I think a lot of people are going to think it's way more hype than the Dragon Quest characters.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It's
for the
been a
Dragon
long
Quest
time coming.
characters. But Banjo and Kazooie are coming to Smash in the fall,
Yep.
and they look amazing, and they're their original art style. I'm so
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad they didn't use that nuts and bolts art style.
Ooh, where he was all muscly.
Dude, they did the same thing as Pac-Man. Pac-Man had new styles. and
Yeah,
they
you're
used
right.
The classic for Pac-Man.
Yep, I guess you're
and
right.
Mega Man as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. That looks
I wish
so
I was
good.
more into Smash though.
Dude, now's the time, man.
I guess now is the perfect
You
time.
need to go back. You need to try Joker. He's so good. Yeah, every time they announce a new character for Smash, I go back.
It's just a winner. Like everything they've announced so far for Smash has just been
Yeah, man.
like
I mean,
solid.
They're 3 for 3 on character announcements.
Yeah.
I guess 9 for 3 if you count all the other Dragon Quest.
So how many
but
characters are going to be in the DLC? Just 5?
5.
So that's already
The-
3.
Well, so this fighter pass is 5 characters. Now that's not to say they won't do
Another
fighter
one, okay.
Because if they're gonna support that game throughout the years and have that be like
Yeah.
their main game, then I could just see them continuing to add more and more characters through DLC. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe they got Banjo and Kazooie. That's a huge deal.
That is a big deal.
That's a huge deal. And then to wrap up the conference, I can't believe it.
I
I legitimately,
Still in shock.
I legitimately can't believe it.
still in shock.
They announced a sequel to Breath of the Wild in development. No date, but they had a cinematic trailer. Dude, I
Looked
couldn't believe
good.
it. Like when that music kicked in and you started to see the darkness.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I'm like, I can't believe it. I still just can't.
I still want to play that game like, for the third time.
Oh my god! Now I have a reason to. I've been wanting to go back and play that game for so long.
How many times have you played it?
I've only played through it all the way once.
Oh,
I
really?
did all 120 shrines. That game is fucking awesome.
It is.
It's so good. It's incredible how good that game is, and they're making a sequel to it.
Yeah.
Using the same assets and.
I wonder if they're going to change the
guess
world
same
up,
world. I'm sure.
depending
So-
on like what happens in the story.
So they showed the Hyrule from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
But I imagine that there's going to be like new civilizations, like new towns and stuff, because it looks like there's been some time since the first Breath of the Wild. So the trailer, just to kind of break it down really quick, you have this darkness kind of pouring out of the skeleton, this light moving in towards it, and you cut to Link and Zelda there in the cave,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's going on, and then outside you see the land of Hyrule, and you see Hyrule Castle rise from the
Yeah, rise
ground.
up.
So that's Dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe they just announced this.
I'm gonna say it's a next year release.
I think so too. I mean, if they're reusing assets and probably reusing a lot of the gameplay elements,
And it's already been 2 years.
they're definitely going to add like a whole bunch of new stuff to that game. It's definitely gonna have a new story. I'm excited because this is a story trailer, and that means that maybe there will be a little bit more focus on story than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah,
that
good point.
the thing about Breath of the Wild is that like that game doesn't need to have like a crazy story to draw you in, because the draw is, hey, it's the first like truly like gigantic open world RPG Zelda game.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you have wanted for a long
You see it,
time.
go do it.
Yeah. So this one is like, you've done that. You're going to do it again.
I wonder if this is gonna be like more classic
with
style.
New stuff. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Maybe it'll be more like hand-holdy, where it's like, take you over here, this is story. Take you over here, this is more story. But I can't believe that game is coming out.
Regardless, yeah, stoked.
I can't believe it. You think there's going to be a Wii U version?
That's a great question. There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way. There's no Wii U version of Just Dance, Cody.
It's gonna
There's
be
a
on the
Wii
Wii,
version.
yeah. On the
They should have
DS3.
put that in the Nintendo Direct. like for Just Dance 2020, they should have had Switch and also Wii. Question mark?
Your grandma could still play the newest installment.
Altogether, I thought that Nintendo Direct was awesome. There's maybe some stuff that was like disappointing, like Animal Crossing's not coming out till next March. I think that's a real bummer, but
I guess this year I'm just not happy. So
I guess, yeah. Well, okay, we'll go into like E3 as a whole on like a separate thing, but I can't believe some of the confirmations we got in this new Nintendo Direct. So be sure to let us know what you think of the Nintendo Direct in the comments. And for the final bit of the E3 recap stuff, be sure to subscribe to keep an eye out for that. And
smash that like button.
Smash that like button. And I did that on one of them.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was just like, assault that like button, ring the hell out of that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. I can't remember. I think it was Ubisoft, but yeah, no, thought the Direct was great. Be sure to let us know what you think in the comments. Other than that, we will see you in the next one. Bye.